talk with Jesse. Jesse was in a philosophical mood. We talked around their grounds. We walked around the grounds and discussed why we are rebuilding Spokane, and what the point of it all was. It seemed we have differing opinions. Our priority is repopulating the world, whereas Rotten's is keeping people safe. He implied that we should change ours, but this is a pretty big deal. It might upset people to make such a fundamental policy change because some other faction asks us to. Explain why we won't. I explained to Jesse that even if our leaders shared his ideals, we can't just shift our community's guiding principle like that. He laughed and said it's too bad our leaders are at the mercy of democracy. I'm not sure if he was kidding. So you can talk them down, but they don't like you anymore. Survivor arrives. Alright, good. He's got one more survivor. When we met with Jesse, he told us a story of a young girl who'd been bitten and locked in a closet by her parents who didn't have the heart to kill her. Jesse found her 3 weeks later, terrified, half mad, but still alive. The disease changes us, he said, but our hearts still thump and our heads still think, well, mostly. So it's an insult to my kin that someone's been snatching us rotten, taking folks away, young and old. Care to wager who's doing it? The government. Bullseye, said Jesse. The rotten are tougher than a $2 steak, and the government's experimenting on us to find out why. The last fella they picked up was our engineer, Chucklin' Chuck. He had plans to secure the subway and stop the government raids for good, but they snagged him before he got started. Jesse's offering a reward for Chuck's safe return, but he warned that the government wouldn't take lightly to interference, especially if they thought we were working with the rotten. What? You want me to get him back? How would I get him back? Don't I have to attack the governments to get him back? Also, in the meantime, someone needs to defend against these zombies. Oh, they're gonna walk right into there, aren't they? Nuts. Can I go attack them? Is that gonna work? That's not gonna work. They're gonna interrupt my work. I'm pretty sure of it. Which is a bit annoying. Alright, next. Well, no, the zombies killed. Paramedic training, that's good. Oh, they didn't attack. That's helpful. So we need soldiers to do that. Let me just reclaim other squares. What do you have to say for yourself? Hear more of Jackson's story. Easygoing, eccentric, first aid. Let's go first aid, I guess. Alright, keep researching. Medicines, medkit. Wait, when you... oh, okay. You reclaim that. Researchers, right. Help them build that thing. Chopping wood, cafe reclaimed, zombies killed. We're too slow to get the big farm, I think. Alright, next day. Done with that. 2 arms Reginald. Zed reached through cracks in our wall all the time, but this one was different. He smiled, he winked, and his arm wasn't trying to grab my neck, it was cupped upwards begging. Help old 2 arms Reginald out, will you, son? He wheezed. He was one of the rotten. Green, decaying flesh, missing teeth, terrible breath, and I noticed the arm he was begging with wasn't even attached to his body. He was holding it with his other hand. What should I give him? Food, medicine, ammo. Nothing. What would he possibly want? Does he want food? Does he want medicine? Does he want ammo? Does he eat food? Medicine? Ammo? Medicine. What? What pills? Where were the pills when I got bit? Where were they when I felt the fever and my teeth came out? He threw the medicine back through the crack at me and stormed away. What? Why? Why? What? Can I try that again? Can I try that again? Load the game. So it was here, right? If I load that one. Done. 1 ammo? Nice. Okay. He retracted his severed hand and eyed the prize. Shiny bits of death, he murmured approvingly. He rode the bullets around, mumbling and caressing them. He seemed to have completely forgotten I was there, but I guess he's happy. What a weirdo. Seriously. Alright, we're going to... Well, except for you. Well, maybe not except for you. So let's go attack there. Actually, no, you go attack there. You don't do anything. You're gonna go do diplomacy for us. You guys go attack there. Oh, there's really too many of you. Captain Flex, you. Nope. Talk to you. Melee training. Done. And then Doctor... Oh, you need a weapon, don't you? Weapons. Yeah, I have an assault rifle. Why not? You can have firearms training. Done. Well... Alright, let's reclaim that, because I can. And we're gonna clear that place out, because we can. And then we move on to there. Alright, that's good. Chopping wood, farm reclaimed, zombies killed. Next day, talk to Rufus. We got to discussing defenses, and I mentioned that engineers have plans for a nice tower that can be added to almost any structure. Rufus asked if we could build one at their school. It would really improve their defenses and general strength in combat, assuming that that's something we want. Build one at their school. We built a better tower, we built a basic tower, we are on it. Build one at their school? You want me to build a tower at your school? Okay, sure. I think they're being attacked by the government. I wonder if the government will attack us if we build right next to them. You, what do you want? Light sleeper redecorator. Well, redecorate is good. And alright, chopping wood is good. Next day. Power plant part produced. Okay, yeah, I know I should have been more patient with the engineers. Alright, done. So the power plant is done. Let me store parts. We're gonna have power and water pretty soon. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Oh, hey look, zombies. Let me attack those guys. Although apparently we can't attack those guys. Let me step back here and defend. Why can't we attack those guys? I mean, we can kind of... Okay, there you go. Scouts. And... Zombies killed, big farm reclaimed, park reclaimed. Chopping wood, dangerous mast Z. Alright, next. Chopping wood, school reclaimed, spotted food, spotted resources. Let's go grab the resources, shall we? And... It's taking a long time. Oh, you guys can get back to building whatever it is you want to build. Bombs? Sure, let's make some bombs. Alright, everything else is good. Next. Craftable medicine in workshops. Created explosives. Crafted single-use items faster with better engineers. Medicine. Fascinating. I can craft infinite medicine. So this guy is crafting infinite ammo. Do I have another workshop somewhere? Apparently no. Well, that sucks. Wrong button, my bad. If I can get another workshop. You stop chopping wood for a while and build another workshop. It's gonna start making infinite. Let me give you a weapon. Start making infinite medicine. Friend of Gustav, firearms training. Nah, let's talk to you. Easygoing hand-to-hand combat. I mean, ideally, we don't want to have them without weapons. Crafter may create extra items in the workshop. Melee training. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, that's fine. And alright, well that's all sorted out. Alright, chopping wood, found calculator. Do you need a Gretchen? Alright, you can use a calculator. Done. And I believe you could use this. Why are you mad, bro? You're bored? You're lonely and bored. You're working at a bar, dude. You should just drink, I don't know. Let's get a drink or something. Have a beer. Alright, next day. Running water in the city. Huzzah! We have running water again and it doesn't smell like rotting corpses. Everyone's feeling great and we're one step closer to rebuilding society. Built a tower. I upgraded St. Michael's defenses with a new bunker, just like they asked. I'm not sure I agree with this, but I worked all day in the hot sun while St. Michael stood around and watched us. Hopefully this is worth it. Sure, I mean... I guess it'll help them defend themselves against the government. Chopping wood, zombies killed. Right, I'm gonna reclaim. Created medkits. Bombs, explosives, medkits. And then you should, oh man, attack that. Next day, talk with Rufus. Rufus wants to know if you finished that tower yet. We built a better tower. All of St. Michael's were impressed by the new tower. It's a big improvement to the defenses. Alright. They like us a bit more. Good. Reclaim that. I don't know if I'm going to be fast enough to head them off. Alright, talk to those guys again. Attack those guys. I'm thinking eventually we're gonna have to attack the government. What are you guys doing? Created explosives. Create another medkit. Research. Improve scouting. Next, talk with Jesse. Offer 5 instead. Alright, more friendship, more materials. Dangerous masked Z. That's a bit of a problem. What do you have to say for yourself? Camper, loner, first aid. First aid. Can you go back and talk to them? You can't talk to them again. Let's talk to the government. Not that I think they have anything good to say. Alright, we're gonna take the bridge. I think they'll raid us if we let them. That's a bit of a pain. Chester Chan, what do you have to say? Preacher, negotiator. Wait, what are you? Oh, you're preaching? Alright, you can be a preacher. More effective while working at a church. People are seriously unhappy for some reason. Crafter. Done. You. Tiff is a musician. Done. Maybe a pacifist would be okay as well. Right. Next day, talk with Davis. The government are having a recruitment drive. Specifically, they're looking for leaders to join them, and it would treat them very well if they do. I can think of a few of our survivors who wouldn't mind joining the government, or we could bring someone else. The question is, can we live without them if they leave? Should we send someone to permanently live with the government? They'll be gone forever. No. No. Let me just refuse. Alright, well, this is awkward. During our meeting with Senator Davis, she asked if we've seen any strange zombies in the city, zombies who could talk and use tools. She must mean the rotten, who say the government has been kidnapping and experimenting on them. This is our chance to find out what happened to Chuckling Chuck, or we could help the government by telling them what we know about Rotten's fallen leader. Ask about Chuck. Davis gave a sour look when I mentioned the captured Rotten. Chapter 3, Article 8b of the UN Charter states that any individual infested by zombieism are no longer classified as human, and retain no rights or privileges as such. I tried to press the matter, but she shut me down with words like classified, confidential, and restricted. I guess we aren't going to learn any more from her. Look elsewhere. We tracked down Dr. White, who seemed to know something about the zombies being held here. Oh my, yes, she gushed. We're making wonderful progress in our experiments with the Rotten. They don't need to eat, and their cutaneous receptors no longer react to pain or heat. Yet they still score well on the Hopkins manual dexterity test, as if their bodies have bonded with the virus rather than being taken over by it. If we could produce a similar state in our soldiers, they'd be far more effective in combat. You'll infect your own people. Where are you keeping Chuck? She seemed saddened at the mention of the Rotten's name. Oh, him, she said. It's a shame that one so bright-eyed and intelligent must be the subject of our test, but by the UN Charter he is no longer considered human. Unless Chapter 3, Article 8c states that infected entities may regain rights if they can articulate that they are a citizen of a UN country, and provide documentation for it. If he can still talk well enough, but he doesn't have any ID on him, maybe someone at the Rotten Fort could help him find it. You'll infect your own people? Question mark, question mark? The doctor huffed at this, with their consent, of course. What soldier wouldn't be proud to risk their lives for the state after everything we've been through? We're offering them increased strength, immunity to pain, and ability to take a bullet and keep going. We just need to iron out a few kinks first. Such is the rotting flesh. She made a face. They do smell quite awful. Okay, done. These guys want to raid us. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're gonna go back and talk to... Too soon. Too soon! Too soon. You guys want to raid us? Actually, can I kill these guys? No, not by myself. Alright, let's take some of these guys. Kill the zombies. They're gonna raid us. Oh, the government, am I right? We're gonna... I don't know what to do about that, because... We haven't had very much success. We've been pissing them off over and over again. Although not much we can do actually makes them happy. Improve scouting, reveals further with scouting. Create a zombie trap, zombies killed. Chopping wood, chopping on, create a zombie trap. Alright.